Okay, so starting from the first panel, I took my original reference image and I traced points, tried to find the vanishing points in the picture. I have in total of 3 vanishing points here, here, and here. I traced from the reference scene and I have drawn vanishing points from it so that I could add in characters and objects into it. I went on to sketch in the characters. I sketched them into the perspective, considering the vanishing points. This is one of the first sketches I have done for uh, both of the characters. I improved the sketch's line work. You may have saw that the sketch was very bad and it didn't look well, but as soon as I've done that, I've improved the sketching of the scene. You may notice that I have colored in Charlie over here. I I did this because I know that he's technically the focal point of the scene. Um, that is, if you look at it, it's all pointing towards him. If we look in here, if we draw like this grid over here, it would look like as if it's the focal points are all pointing towards Charlie over here. After I finished the line work for the first panel, essentially what I did next, I filled in all of the silhouettes for the image. That includes things like the wall, floor, the counter, the windows. I did this using the Magic Select Wand tool, where it selects the inside of the object. I also expanded the selection by about 5 pixels to ensure that I also go not only inside the selection, but as well as something somewhere under the lines, so that I don't end up with a smaller selection. After that, I do this to every component of the panel. That includes every arm and every body part. So that means that if you look here, you can actually take off things from the caretaker. For example, I could take off his head, for example. Anyway, I could take off his head and everything's like in separate components. The reason why is because I need this so that I could light objects easily. You may notice that over here there's like an empty space. This is supposed to be like one of the shadows or where the places where the light is not present. So that's why I have it all in separate body parts so that I could add light easier and remove light as well. You may notice that every body part has its own light layer, which is just a hard light with a special color that it would be yellowish color, added all the silhouettes and all the light. I have yet to add shadows. The reason why I did not add shadows at that moment is because I considered there might be another light source outside from the window. Maybe there's kind of like a lamp in there. Maybe the caretaker might be emitting some light. So I decided not to add shadows yet. So I could consider this possibility. Also, you may notice that when I added the light, you may notice here that there's like this kind of a triangle over here. Triangle is pointing to Charlie, emphasize his importance in the scene. Anyway, after I finished the first panel, I continued to do the same procedure for the other panels. That is, selecting the line work on inside and filling it in with color. And I also added the light as well to these parts of the images. You may notice that in the original rough draft, the soup needle was written by hand, and then here I adjusted it so that it will be written in text. The font of the text is Uppercut Pro. I did not at that moment consider these panels to be completely final.